Okay, so upcoming albums this year, the first one that comes to mind, it's been teased for a long time from Uzi, the Pink Tape.
I don't like you sitting here. It's so weird. There's no one. There's a ghost in your normal seat. Now I got
because the mic sucked. But anyways, Lil Uzi Vert, the Pink Tape. It was supposed to come out in 2022. We got nothing. We got some EP instead. We got Just Wanna Rock. The Pink Tape. Do you think it's coming out this year, or do you think that is fraudulent information?
When was it originally supposed to come out?
Like 2018.
2018? Yeah, nah, give up on that, man. Give up.
No, did I say 2018?
You said 2018.
Oh, I meant 2022.
Oh, well then, yeah, sure, there's time. There's still time.
Yeah.
I feel like usually with albums like that, it's probably not going to be anything it's hyped up to be. You know, the more the wait continues, the more hyped it becomes as uncertainty builds. So I would probably say, you know, don't put your hopes too high for even it coming out, let alone it becoming like a classic Lil Uzi album. But I mean, we don't know.
We don't know what the style is going to be because we Just Want to Rock is a completely different style. And then you ever hear those Uzi leaks that came out? The punk rock emo one that sounded like Disney Channel.
Mm-hmm. You think that's the direction he's going to go?
No.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't bet on it. He's kind of an unpredictable kind of guy, but
he is.
I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Either way, we will still be rocking. Next album. Mike, next album.
I'm thinking. There's a few.
Oh, Mike came unprepared today.
No, I'm thinking. I did come prepared. I'm thinking. What about Playboi Carti? We got some announcement from him Christmas time this year. It was, to all my supporters, I love you, it's time. We thought he was going to give us another Christmas miracle like Whole Lotta Red. He didn't. He lied again. He started posting on his socials again. He lied. Nothing came out. But DJ Academic said this is going to be a new sound, just like every single Carti album has been a new sound. And he said it's coming out first quarter of 2023. He said probably February or March, most likely February, and that it will be a new sound. That is all we know.
Do we care about what DJ Academics has to say?
Yes, because he predicted everything about Whole Lotta Red, and he was 100% right. He's predicted that it was coming around December. Christmas came out around December. It came out on Christmas. He said that Kanye West was going to executive produce the album. Kanye West executive produced the album. He predicted everything he said. It was pretty much right. So
sounds like for the broken clock finally struck right. But I wouldn't bet on anything he says becoming true. Maybe it is sometimes. Maybe it's not.
I think he has something in the inner circle.
He definitely is more involved than your everyday Joe, but he talks for a living, so who knows?
I don't know, but I'm excited for this album. Whole Lotta Red was a completely different sound. Everybody trashed on it at first, but as time's gone on, people have sort of lightened up to it. It's still got some bad songs, but I find a lot of enjoyment and replay value in parts of the album. I'm not gonna like go into my record player, pop out my vinyl and play Jump Out the House when I'm trying to listen to some music. Like, no, that's not gonna fly. But songs like Place, songs like New Neon, Sky, I Love You, I Hate You, I can bump to those. And even the concert ones like New Tank, On That Time, Stop Breathing, I can listen to those at any point in time. And Playboi Carti, he's got this record. I don't know if it's a record label, but he has this label. It's called Opium. He signed Ken Carson. He signed Destroy Lonely. We've had no songs with Carti and Ken Carson Destroy Lonely. So you're thinking that Ken Carson Destroy Lonely, they're getting some hype in the underground media now. We've seen them all on social media. We've seen them all online. They've got their hits. Destroy Lonely had no stylist, was blew up online. So we have these guys who are at the beginning of their careers. Some people are sort of calling them Carti clones, but I think they're trying to find their own style, find their own voice. When Playboi Carti drops again, should Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely be on that project because they're on Opium, the record label? Yes, they should be on the album. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, as much as Soy Fago sort of failed on Cactus Jack, Travis Scott really tried all he could to sort of hype up Soy Fago, and he's hyped up Don Toliver a lot. They collabed a lot. He's hyped up Shaq West a lot. So Cardi's got to do his part for his own label.
Yeah, I mean, even just from a business perspective, if you want the label to succeed, you got to go out there and promote it and get them involved with your own stuff, and integrate them into the music. Do you see guys like Ken Carson and whoever the other guy was, Destroy Boy or whatever? I've never heard that name in my life before, but do you think they got any longevity? Do you think they bring anything new to the game, or are these just,
Hold on 1 second. My roommate is locked out of his room, and I have to, unfortunately, inform him that I'm live on the radio right now.
That's tough. Unfortunate for Mike's roommate right now, but yeah, I don't know. I think Cardi's the new people he's brought into this label, I don't know how much they can really stand on their own 2 feet if they can produce hits that are and produce an identity for themselves that is unique to themselves and not simply, stuck to Cardi and his whole aesthetic. So, we'll see in the future what Cardi's label will bring, what these new faces in the game will bring. We have been, shown time and time again that these young up-and-coming guys can evolve their sound and surprise us. Lil Yachty did that literally a few weeks ago, so who knows what the future will hold. But done rambling. Mike is now back.
What was your question?
My question was these guys,
Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely.
And Destroy Boy. What do you think about them, and do you think they have any longevity in this industry?
In the underground scene, probably as mainstream, I have no clue. I mean, I haven't listened to any of Ken Carson's discography. I know he's a lot of fans online, so does Destroy Lonely. I've listened to No Stylist. It's a very goofy song, and I understand why it blew up, but until Cardi sort of gives these guys life in the label, I have no clue what direction these guys are going to go into.
Yeah.
I have no clue who would even produce this album. I mean, maybe Kanye again. When Kanye posted on his Instagram that song.
Always find a way to bring Kanye into it.
He produced the last album. We don't know if he's going to produce this album. What I was getting at before you interrupted me so rudely. I was in the middle of talking. You just interrupted. What I was getting at before you interrupted me so rudely is that apparently they're still tight, because when Kanye posted on Instagram his song Sensory Overload, or whatever you want to call it, Someday We'll All Be Free, the song that got taken down, that he released a song on Instagram. Cardi liked it, and I think he might have commented too, but I know he liked it. So, despite what's happened, I think they're still tight as so far as what we know. So maybe Kanye produces again. Maybe Cardi goes in another direction, gets someone else to executive produce it. Maybe we don't even see those filthy beats that were so prevalent in Whole Lotta Red. The Wake Up Filthy.
Yeah,
those beats.
Of course, I know those beats.
Yeah, I mean those dominated Whole Lotta Red.
Maybe know those beats.
I don't know. You don't listen to Playboy Cardi, so I don't know.
Imagine not knowing those beats.
You're goofy, man. But maybe he goes in a different direction. Maybe he goes in a different direction with the executive producing, with the producing on its own. We have no clue. We have no information on this album. We don't know when it's going to drop. We don't know any of the features. We don't know. And we don't even know if this is an album. We don't know. We are just assuming.
That's Cardi's whole thing, though. He's mysterious.
He is. It's going to be an album. Let's be real here. It's
but
time.
We don't know the details.
Yeah, we don't know the details.
Yeah, and that's the way it's going to be. And that's what draws intrigue to these kind of rollouts, because you really don't know what you're going to get until you get it. So, it's a very interesting way to go about rolling out your music and promoting your music. I'm so sorry for interrupting. Anyway. You got any more albums in store for us?
Yes. The one that I am waiting for the most. The man has been absent from the album scene for 5 years.
Oh, that's not Kanye. That is.
Oh no.
I can guess.
No. Kanye dropped like in 2020. I can go a few more years without another Kanye album.
Yeah.
He's
couple
good.
decades, couple centuries maybe.
I think Kanye.
Couple lifetimes.
I think Kanye will drop like next year or the year after. But
probably.
This man has been gone from the scene for 5 years. He dropped a 2-song track set. I think it was last year.
Oh yeah, he did.
He did. He's been hyping up his album for a little bit. We got a little bit of a listening for it, but he's been gone for 5 years. It was Travis Scott, 2023. He's been sort of gearing up, I think, for the Utopia rollout. I think he was at a Utah Jazz game this week. He had the Utopia chain. He released some message. It was like some generic message, but people sort of linked it to Utopia. So, what do you think about Utopia?
Well, it's definitely been a while. When was Astroworld? 2018?
Yeah,
that's the
2018, 5 years.
That's 5 years, yeah. So, it's definitely due. It's definitely long overdue. He's still remained relevant in the game. He's put out singles. He's put out...
He's late.
yeah, he's put out It's Lit. He's had his features, he's had his moments. His discography speaks for itself and has carried itself in the past few years. But I mean, yeah, I think a full project, it's long overdue. You know, we haven't gotten a lot of Travis music in the past 5 years, and the fact that he's maintained his relevance as much as he has in those 5 years really goes to show, like, the people really like this sound. They want more music, and yeah, it's long overdue. I'd love to see a Travis album come this year.
Yeah, for sure. We got a little preview back 2022, a little bit, you know, after the whole Astroworld tragedy. He really sort of kept out of the spotlight for a little bit.
And he killed 6 people.
Yeah,
with his bare hands.
He got a little too hyped up. If you saw those videos of him after they previewed new music.
Yeah.
We got a preview of God's Country, which originally was with him and Kanye. We don't know if Kanye will be on the track because Travis Scott.
Get him out of here.
Because Travis Scott and Kanye have a history of trading songs. Piss on Your Grave was originally supposed to be on a sequel for Yeezus. Travis Scott got it on Rodeo. 3500 was originally supposed to be on The Life of Pablo. Travis Scott got it. And FML was originally a Travis Scott project, but Kanye got it for The Life of Pablo. Travis Scott wasn't on it. We got The Weeknd instead. So they have a history of sort of trading music.
How do you always bring it back to Kanye?
Because this is the only
genuine skill you have.
Because the only preview of Utopia we got was God's Country with Kanye West. I'm saying they have a
episode after episode.
I'm saying they have a history of trading music. So maybe God's Country, which might not even make it on Utopia, but if it does make it on Utopia, maybe it's a solo track instead of a track with Kanye because they have a history of trading music. That's all I was saying.
I think Kendrick Lamar is pretty cool. That's my take. Thank you. Any more albums, or are we
Bro,
done?
what?
Listen, man, I just got to, balance it out. You want to talk about Kanye, I got to bring up Kendrick.
Well, I brought him up because God's Country is the only song we've heard from Utopia.
Kendrick Lamar's a cool guy, and that's my rap take. Thank you. That's it. That's all I got.
Weird,
that's all I got, man.
So weird.
I'm not weird at all.
Yeah, you are.
Nah, I'm cool. I'm a cool guy.
Okay. Baby Keem. Baby Keem.
He just released.
Yeah, he dropped 2 years ago.
He's early into his career.
He said on the Melodic Blue that he has more of the story to tell and to check in with him 2 years. Mm-hmm. He said that in a song in the Melodic Blue. It's been 2 years.
Now he's not as established as a guy like Travis Scott as the other guys you mentioned. Usually the younger guys, they will, come out with more music a lot more quickly and efficient because they can't just sit on their discography and, have it speak for itself like a Jay-Z can or a Travis Scott could. So I wouldn't be surprised if he came out with some music this year, next year. I'm not like dying for any Baby Keem music. I like his sound. I like what he does. But I think, I would definitely, you want to see that Travis Scott music a lot more because it's been a while since that guy has dropped anything of significance.
Yeah. And one more guy I want to bring up, J. Cole. We got the off season. We haven't gotten the fall off yet, which was originally on that list of albums that he wanted to make before he retired, the fall off. It's been kind of rumored for a little bit.
He's never going to retire. Rappers never retire. Rappers never retire. You can fade out, you'll never retire. You know what I mean?
For me, if you haven't released music in like over 7 years, you're retired.
I don't know. Just every time a rapper announces their retirement, it's like, why even box yourself in like that? Like,
because they want everyone to retire.
There
but
could be a feature here or there that you want to hop on or whatever. Just leave that door open. You don't got to,
But anyways, before I was rudely interrupted again.
It's a two-person podcast, but that's okay.
J. Cole cleared his social media a few weeks ago, deleted everything off his Instagram. So, maybe we did get a song this year on YouTube.
Which song was that?
You don't keep up with the J&M Instagram account where I posted about it?
Man, I'm testing you.
So J. Cole released a song on YouTube. It's not on his YouTube account, I don't think, but it is on YouTube. He was feeling uninspired one day, so he typed in J. Cole type beat on YouTube, found a beat, made a song, reached out to the guy who made the beat, and he released a song on YouTube. So he's in the process of making music
and Mike
again.
Doesn't remember the name of the song.
Of course I don't. I don't really follow J. Cole.
Tried to play it off a little bit, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He's had a good year, J. Cole, just with the features and everything he's been doing on the side. He can kind of keep it low key and still, remain relevant and respectable. He had a great verse on Johnny P's Caddy, which
Yeah,
was
he
by
did.
who was that by?
I forget.
Yeah, a little brain fart there, but was it West Side Gun or was it? I don't know. I don't know, but either way, he's had a lot of good features. He had a good feature off of the track London, where he
was
pretends to
Benny
be-
the Butcher.
Benny the Butcher, yeah, okay. So yeah, he had a great feature on that. Great feature on that song London, where he pretends to be a British person for a couple of verses, which is kind of funny.
Well, he's bloody well right, isn't he?
That came out a while ago.
No, you're thinking of The London with Young Thug.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came out with another song this year. I forget the artist, but it's some female singer.
Oh.
And and so he doesn't whip out his British accent on The London featuring Young Thug, but he did this year.
What do you mean featuring Young Thug? That was Young Thug's
Nah,
song.
J. Cole carried that song.
Travis Scott carried that song.
J. Cole that was probably his best verse ever for a feature. J. Cole's verse, not lyrically, but I think just in terms of sound, that's a good verse. Johnny P's Caddy might take it home, though, I think, in
Travis
terms
Scott
of
cleared that
lyrical
song.
content.
But-
no, talking about
So do you
J.
have any more albums you want to discuss before we get into
Will Kendrick Lamar release in 2023?
No.
Let's have the debate.
No.
I say absolutely. Probably 2 albums if you're asking me, but yeah. Mr. Morale and the Little Steppers will come out this year. And and Mrs. Morale and the Little Steppers will come out this year as well.
anyways, this goofball over here.